Hello, BAME Farm fans. Today, which, when this video was filmed, is May 20th, 2020. You just saw the TC mow a little strip there, then I left. I managed to break the belt on the mower deck because I hit a root where we cleared trees at the very bottom of the hill, which, if you saw the tree clearing videos, we were working this very area where I'm weed eating right now this spring. So since I broke the mower, I have to go out there with a weed eater to cut my path where I'm going to put the fence. I'm very OCD about fence placement. I want to make sure all the fence is straight and that none of it's touching the ground. Now you see how close together the fence posts are. I had to add extra posts to support the fence so it didn't sag and ground out. Now, it's hard to keep the fence from grounding out when there's tall grass. And what's the point of the fence if it's just going to ground out on grass? We got to keep the raccoons out. Public enemy number one to the chickens is raccoons. I usually don't have issues with hawks. Every once in a while I see a possum around, but I like to think the possums aren't too vicious, but maybe they are. But they seem nice enough to me. Don't have issues with coyotes. Haven't seen wild dogs around in a while. And if there's a coyote around, it'll usually keep the raccoons moving. Even though a coyote probably will not chase a raccoon. They just don't get along. So yeah, I'm putting up the fence. This is probably more like a 2-hour project, and we're going to see it here in about 3 minutes. Now the fence is 48 inches tall, and the bottom strand is dead. There's no power to it. So that way it can touch the ground or the grass, and you won't lose anything. The second strand on up has the power to it. Later in the video, we will see me use the skid steer to bring the charging box over. Now, I made a solar charger for this contraption to charge the fence when we have the chickens far away from civilization. And by civilization, I mean the house or the barns. So the goal of this is to be able to go out to wherever we planted probably sweet corn or the vegetables late in the year after we're done, and have the chickens out there and let them destroy and eat the leftovers. That's not all close to the house usually. Now I've gotten pretty good at guesstimating area, but I'm not that good. So if you saw, I laid out the fence, and now I'm going back with the weed eater to mow where I laid the fence. I can typically guess about half the line I need for the fence, but then I gotta go back and cut some more after I lay the fence out. How do you like putting up the fence? It's a bit of a process, especially doing it myself. Adding these extra posts made them heavy. We've got this new area. It's about 8 o'clock. It'll get dark about 9. And the chickens over here, a long way away, they're all outside. They're doing a full free range. We used 3 fences. This one I'll just leave here because everybody is going to be all together in the new area. As we see over there, those Rhode Islands are ranging a little bit. There's the ducks enjoying a puddle. And these raggedy new ones really love the area and they haven't gone far. There's a couple in that swimming pool by the original trailer. This one's gonna be curious and see what we're doing. But in general, they haven't gone far. In fact, the old hens, the good-looking ones, have probably ranged farther. Well, in about an hour, it'll be dark out here and they'll all go inside. For sake of easiness, I'm probably going to move the trailers after dark. I could lock them in tonight and then move the trailers in the morning. But I want them to be able to just run out and experience the new grass first thing and it's easier. You know, just in case for some reason I don't shut the door pops loose. You know, they could be all out again like this in the morning, and hopefully they don't go far yet again. Usually it takes a few days for the chickens to really get away and start like laying eggs in the woods or something. They'll stay closed for a couple days. Really, this whole thing works out if the trailers, if you have like lots of pasture space, to go out there and move the trailers daily, if not every other day. And that keeps them on their toes because their trailer's moving around. So I'm gonna get all the feeders moved, move the charger box, and then we'll probably end up seeing in the morning how much the chickens love all that tall grass. We are back out at the chickens the next day. I did not get any video of moving them. I moved them after dark, so I wouldn't have to close them in the coop overnight, especially because the new used chickens are, well, they're rather tight. See, the two old trailers were splitting 350, and the new trailer had 600 in it. Not 600, 300. So we have a total a little over 600 chickens. It'd be really tight to keep them locked in there overnight. I did that the first night they came to hopefully establish that that was home. But I didn't want them to be stuck in there waiting in the morning.
So they had, we moved them after dark. It's kind of trying to mist a little bit now. It was misting harder last night. So we took care of that in the rain a little bit. Finished moving everything else. Coming here, so everybody's doing. You guys got this chopped up real quick where I put the coops. And they're out there having fun hiding in the grass. Looks like they found a patch of something to scratch up over that way. Got a little bit of area down by the creek. They're having fun out there. And I managed to find the duck eggs this morning. I was afraid it would be an Easter egg hunt out here in the grass. The ducks do not go inside the coops. The ducks are very much ground animals. They love when it's wet and watery, and they lay their eggs somewhere underneath the coop usually. Unless they get annoyed with the chickens, and sometimes the chickens will chase the poor ducks around and they will lay them out in the grass. If we look over this way, over the fence, we'll see how much fun it was moving the trailers. You can kind of see my ruts out there. And, well, I wouldn't call them ruts, but we tracked it up a little bit. It's funny how the soil is different at different times of the year. Like when it's cold and we just had 4 inches of rain, I would have sunk up to the axles. It's warmer-ish now, not right now today, but you know, we're in the 60s. That the soil is firmer even though we had all this rain. Once we got over here on the grass, it was smooth sailing. Oh, you're brave, black chicken. You're in the wrong neighborhood. Coming over here, all these ugly brown ones chasing after you. There's not too much fighting, but we definitely see, you know, there's Rhode Island Reds, some of the black ones, the white chickens over there. And this area by the new blue trailer is solidly these brown used ones. They're intermingling out in the jungle a little better. It's amazing. This is, you know, 1 day's worth of trampling down. The whole area looked more like this, real thick and tall. And they're already scratching through some stuff over here. Give them a week and they'll have it all flat. They won't eat it all, but they will do their damage. I know they're especially going to like down there by the creek, just because they always have. No matter where they are at, when I go into woods or wooded area, they love digging through the wooded area. Like something must be different. There's more bugs down there possibly than in the crop zones. Someday maybe I'll move the coops during the day, but this has been a fun farming adventure, and we'll catch you guys later.